Hello beautiful soulmates, welcome back to the channel. If you're a new subscriber, thank you for subscribing, and if you're an old subscriber, thank you for staying tuned to the channel. In this video, we're going to be learning how to make this balloon cropped top. So let's get right into the video. You'll be needing your elastic, your zip, your fabric of 2 yards, your thread, your tape rule, and every other thing. So then we'll go ahead to fold our fabric into 2. So after that, we'll go ahead to fold our fabric again into 2. So now we folded our fabric into 4 places. So then you go ahead to measure 17 inches. So after you've marked the 17 inches, we'll go ahead to cut that out. So after that, we'll go to the upper area and also split it open. So after that, we'll go ahead to take our 1 inch for our zipper allowance for the back. So after that, we'll go ahead to take the measurement for our shoulder, which is, I used 26 inches. So I added 1 inch sewing allowance to that, and then I'll go ahead to mark that down and cut it out. So after cutting it, we'll go ahead to the end where we marked. That's our shoulder slope. I went ahead to take 3 inches, but advisably, I would say you should take 5 inches. So after that, we'll go ahead to take our neck measurement. So we'll take the depth for the back, which is 1 inch, and the width, which is 3 inches. And then we'll connect that together. Then I'll go ahead to cut that out so as not to make any mistake. So after that, I'll go ahead to take 3.5 inches for the front. That's the depth of the front measurement. So I'll connect that as well and go ahead to cut it out. So after that, we'll go ahead to connect our neck to the shoulder slope. That's to the 5-inch measurement. And then we'll cut that out as well. And then we'll put that to the side. Then we'll take our band and fold our band into 2. So we'll go ahead to take the band measurement, which is 3 inches plus sewing allowance, which is half. So we're going to take 3.5 inches. So here I was just marking it out, and then I'll go ahead to cut it out. So after that, I'll go ahead to fold my band into 4 places. And then I'll go ahead to take the waist measurement. So my waist measurement divided by 4 is what I'm going to be taking here. So my waist measurement is 30 inches divided by 4. That's going to be 7.5 inches. So here I'm just going ahead to mark that. Because I don't want there to be joining, so I'm going to make sure it's the accurate 7.5 inches I'm going to be getting. So after that, you go ahead to take your 1 inch zipper allowance and then you mark it there. And then you go ahead to cut that out. So after cutting out, I went ahead to notch the center and the sides. Since there's no joining and we need the body to align, the sides to align and the center to align as well. So that's just for easy alignment of the upper body to the band. So here's what we have after we've gone ahead to notch it. Then we'll go ahead to take the body to cut our interfacing to the front and the back of the dress, the body. So here's the front and the back for the interfacing. And then I'll go ahead to join the interfacing to the neck of the body. And here I'm just going ahead to notch out. While notching out, make sure not to cut over the thread. So after that, I'll go ahead to sew on the interfacing and then hem the interfacing. So after I'm done doing that, I went ahead to iron it down so it will rest well. Mind you, you're doing it for both the front and the back. So after that, I'm going to go ahead to join the shoulders together. So here I'm just placing the shoulders together and making sure the centers are aligning, because I'm using the interfacing to cover up the other interfacing, and then I'm going ahead to sew that down. So after joining them, the shoulders together, here's what we have, and then mind you, this is the back of the blouse. So after that, we'll go ahead to the ends of the blouse, as the sleeve area. We'll go ahead to hem it down for the both sides. So here I've gone ahead to hem it down, and then the next thing you'll be doing is opening up your shoulder, and then you get your elastic band. So for the elastic band, I'm going to be taking 12 inches. You could use 10, 11, depending on how long or how short you want your sleeve to be. So here I'm going to be using 12 inches because I want my sleeve to be quite long. So then you go ahead to place your elastic from the interfacing, the end of the interfacing, to the ends of your blouse, and then you go ahead to sew it on the allowance after you've sewn it, to give it that draw effect that is giving it now. So after that, here I've gone ahead to sew it on the 1/2 inch allowance, and that's what we have. And here's what it looks like on the outside. So then I'll go ahead to fold the body, and then the next thing is to take our band. So here I'm just going ahead to pin down the bands, areas I notched, like the sides, the center, and the zipper allowance. I'm going ahead to pin them down so as to get a very accurate measurement. So after pinning down, you go to your machine, and then you go ahead to gather it on your machine. So here's what I have after I've gone ahead to gather it. This is what it looks like, and then you go ahead to turn it to the front. So here's the front of the blouse. Here's what it's looking like. It's looking beautiful already, isn't it? So then we go ahead to join our zipper. So here's just the zipper allowance. Remember, it's 1 inch for the zipper allowance. And then we'll go ahead to place our zipper. Make sure your zipper is starting from the end of the zipper, and then you can leave space at the upper part so you can open your zipper completely. And here's what we have, our beautiful top. It's ready to be slayed. So here it is on the mannequin. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying tuned to the channel. You're highly appreciated. And if you're yet to subscribe to the channel, kindly hit the subscribe button, turn on post notification, and stay tuned. Bye. See you in another video.